If you guys want to get some amazing controller grips and accessories, then check out fatalgrips.com and use the code Kyle_Birk for 10% off.
What's going on, guys? Birkwood here, and welcome to another Minecraft video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Super Duper graphics pack. Now if you play Minecraft you probably know what the Super Duper graphics pack is, but just in case you don't, it's basically a graphics pack which makes Minecraft look so much better in terms of quality and stuff like that. So you get like 4K and stuff on the new Xbox as well, and this was announced 2 years ago when they announced the Xbox One S. However, we still haven't heard any news about this and it still hasn't came out. Hence why, everyone's tweeting about it in the community and there's non-stop questions. So today I'm going to be recording this video. Hopefully it clears everything up, as there is some news in this video as well regarding the Super Duper graphics pack. So I want to go through that and basically talk about my opinions on it. So before we get into it, leave a like and subscribe, but let's get straight into it. So obviously there's a hashtag even trending of this right now, saying we need the super graphics pack or something like that. I'll put it on screen anyway, but yeah, there's a hashtag trending about this as well. That's how much people want it, and basically there's not enough news coming out about it, from the developers and stuff like that, except the only developer I see talking about it right now is Tamer Jason, and we have a Reddit post here. It was posted ages ago, but obviously no news has come out since, so we're going to use this just to clear everything up right now. Anyway, a Reddit post from Tamer Jason, the Minecraft developer. The graphics update and the Super Duper graphics pack are still coming, but we currently don't have a date set for it and can't really give one just yet. The graphics team has been hard at work the last several months rewriting the graphics engine of the Bedrock engine from scratch to bring it to the modern era. To be completely honest, our code was simply not built to support the kind of new graphical capabilities we were trying to enable with the update and the pack, and forcing them in caused huge issues. So obviously what's going on here is the Super Duper graphics pack is meant to be a graphics pack in which it makes the game look so much better, followed by 4K and stuff like that. But obviously at the time they were going to release it, which was almost 2 years ago now, they couldn't, because obviously they made the game look so much better. They even brought out like a trailer as well. I'll probably leave a link to that in the description so you guys can watch it. But they even brought out a trailer of the graphics pack, and they were saying, oh, this is what it's going to look like and it's coming out soon. However, it says here, our code was simply not built to support the kind of new graphical capabilities. So obviously the coding they did, it wasn't supporting the graphics they wanted, and so that's why they're trying to rewrite the graphics engine in order for the game to look much better without any bugs, any glitches or anything like that. And that's what I'm moving on to as well in just a few moments, because they said they did actually have a lot of glitches and bugs they needed to fix with it as well, hence why they still haven't brought it out today. So they're trying to fix graphics, the graphics engine as well, and bugs and glitches, and that's why there's still a delay to it. Yes, the pack was playable and we had multiple internal play sessions. Graphical glitches and corruption was very common back then, so were crashes, and the frame rate was far from ideal, even on high-end PCs and Xbox One X hardware, so we decided to not release something in that state, and do the work needed to make it better instead. At one point the entire team was dedicated to it and we still couldn't deliver it on time with good performance, so the tough decision of delaying it and giving the graphics team the time they need to work their magic was made. So obviously what they're saying here is they've already had some internal play sessions, and glitches were a big thing back then, and not many development teams were trying to going out the way to fix them, because they had bigger and better things to work on. Whereas now they're basically saying here they didn't want to bring the Super Duper graphics out in this state because it was just full of glitches, bugs, everything like that. And even though they were trying to make the graphics look so much better, they still wasn't impressed with it. Hence why they're still running the graphics engine as well, as I've just mentioned. But yeah, it was bugging out a little bit and glitching out a little bit. We didn't really see that in the trailer because obviously the trailer just includes short clips and it's meant to look better. But yeah, we didn't really see that in the trailer, and basically that's why a lot of people are confused, because obviously some people hadn't seen this, and that's why a lot of people are asking about it, because no one's heard anything and stuff like that. This is really the only news we have right now, that we haven't got any more news on this or whatsoever. So whether more news comes out soon about this, I have no idea. But yeah, there's more information here. So a little secret about E3 demos is that they are usually separate builds, purpose made for the stage and / or show floor, and they tend to crash a lot if you stray away from the beaten path. It looked finished, but it was just a taste. We hadn't finalized a look for it yet and had a lot of work to do still. So basically saying here that, you know, it was just a test, you know, thing they were doing, and like I said, it didn't look like that on the trailer. It was just a test, as they just said here, and you know, they were expecting glitches and bugs to happen during this time, as it was a test and stuff like that. But this raises the question: if they thought it was going to be glitchy and buggy, why would they say it'd be coming sometime soon, or you know, this year when it was 2 years ago? I don't understand why they would say that. Why couldn't they just say, oh, we don't have a date yet, but it will be coming sometime soon? You know, instead of, you know, just adding that, oh, we don't have a date yet, it just helps so much, because, you know, now everyone's in the community is so confused. We're not getting enough news on it, and, you know, hence why they're receiving a bunch of questions each day. You know, there's literally no development teams posting news about this whatsoever. Tamer Jason is probably the only one I've seen comment on it, so it gets a little bit confusing after a while. I just wish, like, the communication between the, like, companies and stuff would be so much better, and, you know, especially the community as well. When you're making a game or something like that, the community are the most important people you should update, because obviously you'll get questions, it'll get confusing, and basically if you don't communicate with the community, they won't end up buying the product, or they will just get so confused to the point where they don't understand anything about it, and it's just really strange in that way. You know, I wish the communication between there would be so much better, but for some reason it hasn't and stuff like that. Hopefully they do improve on that in the future though. And then someone asked on Reddit, last I saw a woman who works at Mojang had said she's not sure if the Switch version would get it, that they're running into a lot of unforeseen issues. And then Tamer Jason replied with, you must be talking about Helen. Yes, the Super Duper graphics pack is a lot of work and a lot of different issues. The plan is to have something that will work on all versions but won't necessarily look the same. Obviously the Xbox One X can do 4K HDR, but the S is only 1080p HDR, while the Switch can't do HDR and in handheld mode only does 720p. So obviously it's going to be out on multiple consoles, but we've got to work ways around, like, how graphics look different on different consoles and stuff like that, because obviously only certain consoles can support specific, like, you know, graphical elements and all that lot, and resolutions and stuff like that. So they're trying to work the way around that as well. But at the same time, they're running into so many issues they've got to fix and stuff like that. So it's turned into this big thing now where it's like, oh, it's not coming out just yet, and we're probably not going to see it anytime soon. Well, that was 2 years ago, so they're probably further into it now, so hopefully they've managed to fix some of these things, and hopefully we'll be hearing from them sometime soon. But yeah, as I mentioned, the community have been spamming, like, hashtags and stuff. We need Super Duper graphics pack and stuff like that. People are non-stop tweeting it. I had a discussion with someone on Twitter about this because they were asking about it as well, and I basically just said to them what I just said just now, about, you know, they're still working on it and stuff like that, and they still want to improve it. And they replied with, oh, I see, would have been nice if they communicated to the sellers such as Game where I purchased it from. So not only are they not communicating with the community, but they're also not talking to the sellers who are selling the Super Duper graphics pack, which in my opinion is really bad from a company standpoint and a professional standpoint, because obviously, you know, if you're going to announce something and say, oh, it's coming soon, you know, you have to keep the community updated, including the sellers especially, because the sellers have no idea what they're doing until you tell them what they need to do. And of course the company haven't talked to them, so the companies that sell them right now, such as Game, like, you know, the shop, and obviously, you know, the game shops are still selling it right now, and everyone's like, it's just not working for people. So yeah, I don't know if this is true or not, because, you know, this is just a random person from the community. They could be really angry about it, I don't know. But if this is true, you know, I really don't understand it, because I don't see why a company would announce something like this and not talk to the sellers about it. Like, surely there's something wrong there. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, or on Twitter at @Birkwood, because I don't know, it's really confusing. And we've also had someone ask more about this on Twitter as well, and they said, hey, what happened to the Super Duper graphics pack? Will it be released? Are they working on it yet? Answer at least one question. And and then a developer from Minecraft or someone that works at Minecraft replied with still working on it, and it was a verified account as well, which means it's definitely confirmed that they're still working on it. And, you know, hopefully we'll hear some more news about this sometime soon. Hopefully we do anyway, because like I said, the communication hasn't been best. But, yeah, hopefully we do, and hopefully it comes out sometime soon. I'm really hyped for it and stuff like that, and it's a shame that, you know, they aren't really communicating best with the community right now. But, like I said, hopefully they fix that, and hopefully, you know, they make the graphics pack the best they possibly can. I'm fine with the delay and stuff like that because they're trying their very best to make it look good, and I can understand that, but at the same time they need to keep updating the community. That is important for them to do during this time of development. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Adios.